Hey guys, before we begin the episode, we just wanted to say here at Dicebenders, we have decided to begin supporting small businesses. If you happen to own a small business or perhaps just sell material of your own, feel free to contact us at skepticfrog18@gmail.com. Give us a small description of your company, and please also provide us with a small script for us to read out to you in between our episodes.
This is a Skeptic Frogs production.
Fire.
Air.
Water.
Earth.
8 years have passed since the Avatar's untimely end, with fear that the Avatar line may have ended, and with withering hope for the White Lotus to continue holding peace. The search for the next Avatar hastily begins.
Previously on Dicebenders.
You're aware of the bending laws?
No.
The long and the short of it is, don't.
I would try to find some kind of mud paint, something that I can airbend onto the statue numerous times.
Hey, kid, you shouldn't be doing that. We'll take care of your bison for you. Not sure why you're doing this.
Take him to my Uncle Meelo.
Seems like I'll be taking a trip into the city.
You see that the limo is dented up, and you see your limo driver is passed out on the ground.
What happened here?
What did I do wrong? Why did y'all send me away?
I see.
They went over to the docks, found a rotary phone stand to make a call. They call the the stay-in hotel. They get patched over. Which teacher do you guys want to call?
I would think Vanna. I think
Okay.
she'll probably have.
It would have been
it'd
more
be better
fun
to
for me
talk
to do
her.
Shang, but we'll do Vanna.
Unless you want Joan to know. Unless you want to talk to Joan.
Who's Joan?
Shang?
I know
Sean?
I put you the
Zhong.
Joan.
It's so
Sean.
great that your name is
Oh my
Kevin.
God.
Yeah.
So great.
So, you guys decide to call Vanna. The phone rings for a little bit, or you're hearing buzzing, and eventually you get Vanna's voice. And she goes, hi. Hello?
Hey Vanna, this is Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, Sean and I were just talking about you guys. Where are y'all?
We just got off of Earthbender Island. We're about to get into the limo, and the limo driver got attacked.
He got
Tell him he's almost dead.
attacked? What?
Whoever.
Hi, Taro.
Hi. Say hi, Tara.
Did you tell them we were
Hi,
minding
Mom.
our own business?
And you
yes,
he-
they
you hear-
we were minding our own. We were minding our own business.
And you hear someone else in the room. It sounds like Sean is like, were they minding their own business? And she's
Yeah.
like, yes, they were. All right, good. You two firebenders, you'll be the death of me, I swear. But so, is he okay? Is he breathing? Do we need to take him to the hospital? Did you heal him?
I healed him in secret because guess what? There is a bending law in the city, which is don't bend unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, we didn't know that either until we got to the stay-in and there was a sign that said no bending allowed. Shang wasn't that happy, but he abides by the rules of the cities he's in, so he hasn't done it.
Okay.
But yeah, alright. I guess stay there or something and we'll bring someone.
Send a car, please.
I really don't know what to do.
A car.
Is there a taxi
send one.
service or?
I think a taxi might be a good idea.
How about Zuber?
I don't know y'all's location, sweetie.
We're at the docks. The docks of the
Okay.
Air Temple Island.
Hey Sean, do you have any yuans? No. Kevin, do any of you have yuans? And you guys know, this is common knowledge. Yuans are the currency in the Republic nation. It's the only nation that has paper currency, and that's what the yuan is.
Well, I personally have yuan, Dion.
What does your character sheet say?
Okay, I have New Republic City money. I also have Southern Water Tribe currency, but nothing about paper currency.
So no.
And this I think I got a good idea who to call next.
Is it who I'm thinking?
Yeah. I can always call my dad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We have to go. We're gonna have to go in the morning to the bank and exchange some of our funds for yuans because I completely spaced on it. I had a purse full of yuans that I was gonna take with me, and I totally forgot. That was my fault. Torque kind of gave us a pretty short notice on getting ready.
Right? So, we should have had to I kind of spaced too. I should have withdrawn some funds, just so we should have some, just in case we need to buy transportation. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know
careful.
What happened.
Yes. And be careful out there, okay? If our limo driver got attacked, there's no telling what they're gonna try to do if they find out. Wait, why did they attack him?
They don't like the white. They don't like the White Lotus Society. And
oh, that's perfect.
And
okay.
Quick question, DM. Does Kevin see the
Yeah.
No. I was about to say, did Kevin see what the limo driver draw for Jaeger or no?
I mean, we can talk about this when we all get together. I think it's not a good idea to talk about this in the open, you know?
Right.
Yeah, Taro, you say that and you look over and you're seeing you're just starting to get the sense that you guys are in unwelcome territory as it is, staying here for too much longer. The guy took off. You guys don't exactly know where he went, so.
Okay, I just want to let you heads up. We'll call you later, when we get someplace safe.
Yeah, be safe. You know the number of the hotel, so, I guess. And also let us know if you're gonna come back to the hotel or you're gonna stay with your dad or what.
Gotcha.
Alright, you take care. And you guys be safe. And yes, I will tell him. And put Jaeger on the phone, please.
Will do. And Kevin hands the phone over to Jaeger. Jaeger, you don't have to have these a phone, right?
No.
Just put it next to your ear.
Which one?
It don't matter which ear.
The right one gets better oh heck. Oh, never mind. That's a bad joke. Okay, bye.
The right one gets I put the phone up to my right ear.
Jaeger?
Whoa, what? Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, Sean wanted me to tell you to keep minding your own business.
Got it.
Or why would I need... And, like, as she's like, bye now, and as she's hanging up, you hear her, like, talking to Shang, like, why would you want me to tell him that? Like, that is great. Click.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, is the boat still there? Because we could just go back to the island and just take the sky bison over.
I thought you were gonna call your dad. Get Daddy Kevin to come pick us up.
You think it's gonna be safe waiting here for a limo or something?
Does your daddy have a boat to get to the island?
Oh, we're about to find out. And I'm calling the phone down the number to get to call my dad.
As you go to try to make that call, I need you, Kevin, to roll me a strength save.
Strength? Okay.
And I also need Taro and Jaeger to roll me strength saves.
Whoa.
Alright, that is going to be a 17.
I got a 19.
I got an 11.
Okay. So you all feel the shaking in the ground underneath you. Kevin, you back away quickly. Jaeger, you dodge out of the way, and you see like the earthen clasps shoot up like they were trying to grab you. Taro, you were looking at butterfly wasps or something, and as they jump back, you're like, huh? And you get grabbed by this earthen clasp. Taking... No, you don't take any damage, fortunately. But you get caught in this earthen grasp as the other two duck out of the way. And you look over and you see 3, looks like thugs. You know, the same type of Grease style people with these leather jackets, slick back hair, very outsiders-y, come up to you. One of them had their hands out doing earthbending, and the other 2 have like knives. One of them has like a scar on their side with a smirk, and another one comes up to you guys. He has a knife too, and they're all coming up, and they're like, I thought we warned you guys, get out of here. You White Lotus aren't welcome.
And attacking an innocent person. That's what makes you guys tough guys?
How do you expect us to leave without a car?
Hey, we were just following the orders trying to get you scared out of here. Clearly that didn't work, though, because you guys have been standing here for an hour talking on this phone.
Kevin!
We didn't talk for an hour. It was only 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're saying this as your friend Taro is restrained in these giant earthen clasps. I guess we'll just have to rough you guys up a little bit then, if we can't scare you away from just the driver. And I need you 3 to roll me initiative.
Alright.
15.
Mine would be a 17.
Mine's also 17.
Oh, who has a higher dexterity?
My dex is also +3.
Roll up!
Alright, who wants to go first?
I think it makes sense for Kevin to go first.
Okay.
Boulder parchment shears.
What?
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 What does that mean?
What the heck just happened?
Do boulder parchment shears.
Boulder parchment
Rock, paper, scissors.
Ah!
Boulder parchment shears.
So you guys were saying Kevin go first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Alright, go ahead and go first. You have one guy holding concentration to keep Taro restrained in this earth. and you've got these other two people with knives out, ready to rough you up a little bit. But you hear one of them say, don't kill him, just scare him off.
Okay. I'm not going to kill them, but I am going to, how far away are they from me?
They're like 30 feet.
30 feet? I am going to do a water pulse, which is like a wave of water sweeps, and I'm going to get within 15 feet of them and doing a water pulse at them.
Okay, what do they need to do?
They need to do a strength saving throw.
Alright, strength. So we're first going to start with the Earthbender. Rolls. He got a 13.
Fail?
Oh, he fails, okay. He got a 13. One of the other guys rolls an 8 plus... It's not going to be enough. Yeah, well, 8 plus 4, 12. That fails. And then the other guy got an 18 on the die, so one of them passed, two of them fail.
Right. Upon failure, the creatures take 2d8 damage, bludgeoning damage, and the ones who fail take half damage. So they take 9 bludgeoning damage. The one that passed takes half. Yeah, that's what it does. And don't say they're not prone to anything. They just fail.
Okay.
They just take the damage.
Alright. So you create this water already in active mode, trying to brush these guys off of you. You send out a wave that crashes over you guys from the dock, crashes over you guys and hits these three. Two of them stumble pretty hard. Another one doesn't. The one that's holding you, Taro, needs to do a concentration check. The DC would have been 10. He got an 11 on the die, so he passes. So, Taro, you are still restrained. And it is your turn next.
Okay, how do I break out of this? Is it a strength save?
It would be a strength save, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 14 plus 5, 19.
Yes, Taro, you are able to use your own earthbending. You kick one of your feet out to give way on the one side, and then you're able to use the rest of your movement to break out some stone, and then you break them off from your arms as you spread them apart, and the earth just shatters away from you.
Gotcha. And then that was my action and my...
That would have been your action.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna back up and join the others.
Okay. Next up, we've got one of the ones with a knife out. He's going to run up against you, Kevin. He's going to bonus action Elemental Edge on his blade. So as he runs up, he has it at his side, and he runs his hand over, and you're seeing this blazing fire course along the metal of the blade, and he's going to go to try to stab you as he does this. Alright, he got a 5 on the die on his first swing. His second swing is a 16 on the die. Do I need to do any maths?
I'm going to use my reflex to summon the ice shield.
I was gonna say, can I do a reaction?
Okay, which increases...
It's increased by 5.
Whoever wants to do it.
I got Earth Barrier. I could make a wall in front of all of us.
Okay.
Okay, I do that.
Alright, how big is Earth Barrier?
The range is 10... A pillar of rock in front of you that is 10 feet tall and 10 feet long. It has an AC of 10 and an HP of 26 or 27.
Okay, so he goes to try to attack you, Kevin, and this wall comes up between you and him. So as he goes in to jab, he actually jabs into the wall with his knife. Knives don't do a whole lot. He still would have hit the wall because of the 10 AC on the wall, and he only does just 5 damage on the wall. It's not too much. No, he does 8 damage on the wall. that would have spent his movement, so he just kind of sits there angry. And Jaeger, it's your turn. You've got a wall between you and the opponents that were in front of you.
Guys, why don't we just run away?
Is there the boat? Can we just go back to the military island?
I'm down. I can run.
Me too.
Let's do it.
Alright, so you begin racing. You guys, do you spend your full turn doing this? Like your full action that means that you could move 60 feet, and you'll get, I'll say you can get close to the boat from where you guys are now, but it's going to take all of this turn with a dash action and movement on your next action to get onto the boat. So it'll basically take 2 turns if you use your entire turn moving this turn.
Yes. Yes from me.
Yeah. Me too.
Yes.
Well, Kevin, you already attacked. So you're going to have to wait on your next turn for this. So Jaeger, you just book it 60 feet towards the boat, running cartoonishly. Taro, you already used your action, so it's only Jaeger that's running right now towards the boat. You can still do a bonus action, though, since that doesn't cost any kind of anything extra to move further. Jaeger.
Huh, what? Oh,
You got a bonus action?
I do have bonus action,
There's
but I
a
don't know
wall
if I want
between
to
us.
use it. Yeah.
Well, when he's running away, he's no longer behind the wall. The wall's only 10 feet wide.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know if Jaeger's gonna use that bonus action. I don't think he's gonna do
Okay.
it.
Alright, so next up then, we've got ourselves the Earthbender, who sees you running, and he's going to try to stop you from doing that. He's going to... let's see. He is going to fire...
You're gonna watch me speed off
he's
into
gonna-
the distance. That's what he's gonna do.
Well, he's gonna run his movement, making you 30 feet away from him as you run away from this wall, and he's going to do stone cannon at you. So as you're running, he pulls up this rock at his side and lunges it towards you. And he got a 17 on the die, so 17 plus... yeah, he got a 24. So that's definitely gonna hit you.
That's not nice at all.
He's going to deal 11 damage of bludgeoning to you as you're running, and this hits you in the back as you're trying to race out of there.
Ah, jeez, Rick.
So he spent his action. He's not close enough to you guys to try to do bonus action. So he's going to bonus action Earth to Sand over near Kevin and Taro. Next to the wall, so you guys are going to have to like jump over the sand or just run through it as he makes the sand pile near you guys. Next up is the other guy with the knife. He's going to... he sees you're running, and he's just going to try to take you out.
What the front
and
door?
You hear one of them yell, "Oh yeah, they're scared now."
Oh no.
Bonus action, fire bullets at you, Jaeger.
Okay.
Well, he got a nat 1 on one of them. He got a 5 on the other. Jeez. And he got a nat 20 on his 3rd bullet as he fires these 3 bullets over at you. Well, actually, he's high enough level, he does 4 of them. And the other one missed. Well, did it? Does a 16 hit you?
Negative Ghost Rider.
Okay, so only one of them hits you. He only does 3 fire damage with that.
Bigger's thinking he's got a big mouth.
I mean, you're running away, so it's not that big.
Alright, roger that.
And he's going to turn around and use his standard action to do... he's going to do his flaming missile around the wall. Since he's moved 30 feet, he's now at a distance where he can see around this wall. And flaming missile, it's basically magic missile. So it's 3 auto hit attacks. He's gonna hit you, Taro, with 2 of them, and you, Kevin, with 1.
So even with my reaction, it'll still hit.
You've got your ice shield, and the way that we're kind of working ice shield in is it reduces the damage if it's done with something like this. Since this is an auto hit, it kind of bypasses ACs.
Gotcha. I'm not gonna use it.
Oh yeah, you didn't use it, that's right. With you, Taro, you take 8 damage, and you, Kevin, only take 3.
Okay.
So, 2 of them are 30 feet away from Jaeger, and as you guys are running, I'm sure Jaeger's waving his arms out to try to get the ship to power up so that it can just leave the docks the second you guys get on there. Kevin, it is your
I'm
turn.
about to charge back.
Okay. I'm still by the wall, and that sand, it probably reduced my movement, would it?
Yeah, it makes it difficult to rain.
Gotcha. I'm going to use my 30 movement to move away, and I'm going to use water bolt and target missile boy.
The Firebender?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and try.
Does a 24 hit?
24 hits the Firebender, let's see... yeah, 24 would hit him.
Doing 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And he was the one that passed his check, so he's not looking that hurt at all.
Gotcha. And that's all I can do for my action and movement. Move 30 and shooting at water bolt.
Taro, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to jump over the sand and use precise missile on the Firebender.
Okay, the one that had that was doing the missile boy?
Yeah, I'm gonna missile them back. But a different missile, I think.
Alright. So that's 3 auto hits.
Yeah. 2, 2, 4, 8 damage.
Okay. Alright, he's looking a little hurt. He's not really enjoying that too much. And is that all you're gonna do?
Can I do knockdown? Melee or advanced bending technique? Oh, nope, just kidding. It's for... Never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Next up is the Firebender with the flaming knife. He's going to run up and try to stab you, Taro. The knife still lit ablaze. He rolls a nat 1 on his first swing and a nat 1 on his second. I'm not going to use that dice anymore.
It's in dice jail.
Against my...
And bonus action, he's going to spend a chi to do fiery blows. No, he's going to do bonus action flash fire. It's a 5-foot range, so right in front of you. Roll me a Constitution save as he lights his blade on fire and swings it over your face.
Okay. 6 plus 7 is 13.
13
Right.
fails. As he does this, it's a shearing light that blinds you. Your eyes burn from the heat that radiates as he flings this over your face, and you are now blinded until the end of his next turn.
Oh boy. Okay.
Jaeger, it is your turn. You are the closest one to the ship. One more action, or one more movement, and it can get you on the ship.
Listen, I'm in a very, very bad mood. Not just as Jaeger, but as Jake himself. I ordered a burrito and cheese nachos, and only got the nachos. And I have a rage inside that can only be quenched with the blood of my enemies. So I'm doubling back.
Okay.
And I'm unleashing hellfire on the person that was talking smack.
Okay.
Have I ever said how much I love Jaeger?
You see the Earthbender points to the Firebender, the Firebender points to the other Firebender, and the other Firebender points to the Earthbender.
Is that really happening, or is this happening before my eyes?
It's that Spider-Man meme.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and they all at once say, "He said it."
Well, I genuinely forgot who said it, but that's not gonna save any of them. Let's see. So I'm gonna run 30 feet towards them.
Oh, okay.
And are they in a group?
One of them's in a group with Taro. The other one is like right next to them. He's within 5 feet of them as well. And then there's another one that hasn't moved that much.
Okay, so I'm not really close enough to do anything substantial just yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and move the 30 feet, and I'm gonna do
using your movement.
Wait.
Yeah, using your movement, you'll get within melee distance of two of them.
Oh, will I really?
You'll be in the fray with Taro. And technically Kevin's there too. Because they both ran the same direction that the sand was, which is where you ran to before the sand got there.
Could I safely do a flamethrower without harming my comrades?
You can hit me.
You can get to the side of Taro and try to hit the three of them, and not hit your comrades.
Am I able to do that, or will that require another phase in order to get into that positioning?
No, you could use your movement to get into that position.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Are you doing fire bullets too?
Yeah. I got a... First one is 15. Second one's a 16. The third one's a 19. Goddamn.
Alright, and who are you hitting?
Well, I guess the one that shot the fire bullets at me. I think that he was the one.
Okay, so you see the Earthbender. He uses his reaction and spends... He can do 3 chi. He uses his reaction, spends 3 chi, and casts Earthen Barrier in front of that Firebender. You see this earthen wall comes up, and that grants him an additional D8 of AC because of that. And he got an 8 on the dice. Ooh. He might not even get hit with anything. Alright, so his AC goes up to 22. Does anything still hit him?
Negative.
Alright, you see this wall comes up and it blocks all 3 of your bullets.
Huh. I don't like these guys at all. I'm gonna be real.
That means I'm doing my job right.
That's true. I'd probably take Linguini over them.
At least Linguini didn't blind me, you know?
So, Jaeger, what else are you doing?
So with that wall there, that pretty much cuts off access to him? Or does that cut off access to people?
Everybody's away from the wall at this point. Everybody moved 30 feet. The wall is now like 10, 20 feet away from you guys. So everybody's back out in the open.
Everybody's back out in the open? Where I want them to be?
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna use Flamethrower on them.
Okay. All 3 of them. So they have to make a dexterity save, right?
Yes.
And what level is Flamethrower?
What level?
Yeah, what level spell? Is that first?
Yeah, I believe that's a first. Yeah, it is.
Alright, so both Firebenders are going to use their reactions to try to cast Fire Block. Alright, so we'll roll for the Firebenders first. One still got a natural 1, and the other Firebender got an 8. So both Firebenders still fail, although with Fire Block...
It's still half damage, isn't it? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's still going to be half damage using it.
I don't get to use that one.
And the Earth...
Alright.
Yeah, and the Earthbender got an 11 on the die. So... 13? So, I believe they all fail. What's your DC? It's like 14, right?
My DC? It's 13.
13?
Yeah.
Alright, so although the Firebenders both fail, they still only take half because of their ability. The Earthbender takes half. So go ahead and roll the damage, and it's going to be half.
Alright, I'm going to throw in extra heat. Let's see.
You used your fire bullets. You wouldn't be able to do that.
Isn't that, but extra heat is a chi ability?
It's a chi ability, but it's also a bonus action to do. And fire bullets is a bonus action.
Of course it is. Wait, give me 1 second.
I thought that was where you were going to go with it, which is why I wanted to make sure that you were using fire bullets or not.
So
so go ahead and go ahead.
So for damage, that's going to be 17.
Half.
8.5.
Round it. We did the rounding up, so it's 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the firebenders is not looking good. Missile Boy is definitely feeling it right now. The other two are still looking relatively healthy, and it is the Earthbender's turn. We established in one of the episodes that flamethrower is a continual thing, so they begin their turn within this flame. They have to roll another dexterity check or take more damage. You got a 13. The Earthbender got a 13 on the die, so that is 15. He passes, so he's only going to take half damage again. So go ahead and roll.
What?
Jägermeister, your turn.
For damage?
It's not your turn.
Wait.
Flamethrower is a continual attack. Like, it lasts for up to 3 rounds if you choose to keep it up. So, do you choose to keep it up or not?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it up.
Alright. So the Earthbender just rolled and he succeeded the DC, which means he still takes half damage because he begins his turn in the flamethrower. So I need you to roll damage, and we'll have that.
All right. Yeah, it's 8.
All right, is that 8 halved?
That's 8 already halved.
Or is that
from 16?
Okay, cool.
No, wait, no. From 17.
So okay. All right, so he takes the 8 damage. He runs up. He gets out of your flamethrower, so he's more at your side now, and now he's in the fray. He is going to swing. He's going to pull out this 2-handed hammer that he has, and he's going to swing at you, Jaeger. Alright, he got a 21 to hit on his first swing, doing just 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he cracks this hammer against your back. Go ahead and roll me a concentration check, DC 10. You add your constitution to this.
Which dice do I use for that?
It's a D20. You roll a DC 10 concentration check.
That's going to be 14.
Alright, that passes. He's going to take a second attack at you with his hammer. Jesus Christ. He got a 22 to hit, so he's going to do another 7 damage to you. Go ahead and roll another concentration check to see if you can keep this flamethrower up.
A 14 again.
Alright, and how are you looking, by the way? Because he's been doing a lot of damage.
Hang on, let me do the math here. Alright, not doing so hot.
Okay. He's going to... He's not going to do that because he's going to knock down the rest of his party. So he's done. It's the Firebender's turn. He's not looking so hot. He has to roll. This is Missile Boy. He got a 17 on the die, so go ahead and roll your damage and have it for the flamethrower that is still up. You might be able to knock this guy out in one turn.
That's 10.
Does that already have?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's... Okay, cool. So you see that Firebender goes down. Top of the round, Kevin, it's your turn. One of the Firebenders goes down. You see Jaeger is just taking beating after beating with this hammer on his side, trying to create, keeping up this flame blast that now only one of the benders is in because one ran to his side and the other fell down. Taro is blinded, and that's what you see right now.
I'm going to run towards Jaeger to healing water kill.
Okay, DC 20 medicine check.
Alright. That's 14, 5, so it's a 19.
That wouldn't give you your bonus heal die, so it's just the regular heal.
Right. And this one acts just like a regular cure wounds, pretty much. Just use my chi point.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's nice. 8. That's an 8.
Alright, Jaeger, you're healed for 8.
Cool.
And what else are you doing?
I used my movement, my action. I don't really have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So that would end it for me.
Alright, Taro, it's your turn. You are still blinded. But you're feeling this heat just radiate right in front of you right now.
question, is Seismic Sense an action? Because I don't.
Reading it, because this is something that one of the guys did with the tournament. This is super cool, guys. I love this little loophole, and I'm keeping it in. The way it's written is, as long as your feet are touching your element or sub-element, you can cast, or you can do Seismic Sense. Meaning, by a technicality, that would be a free action. So as long as you spend your chi, you essentially get Toph Sense, and you won't get disadvantage on your attacks or anything like that, because you'll know exactly what people are.
That's so good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that. Goodbye, 1 chi point. -1. And then I'm gonna hit the guy that blinded me with my hammer.
Okay.
17 plus my attack bonus, like +5.
So, and you're hitting the Firebender, that definitely would hit.
Yeah. Oh, so now I have to roll. Just 2.
Just 2 damage?
Yeah.
It would be 2 plus your strength because you're using your hammer. So 2 plus what?
Oh, 2 plus 3, 5.
Alright, so you do 5 damage to this guy. He's not looking so hot. Well, he is kind of hot
wait.
because he's in the middle of a flamethrower attack.
Ha ha ha. And since I'm doing a melee attack... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. I don't have that much chi left. Never mind.
Next up is that Firebender's turn. He's got to roll to see if he takes a full brunt of Jaeger's flamethrower, and he will. Go ahead, Jaeger, roll a full damage. Actually, he's going to use his reaction to still only take half, hopefully. Try to beat your AC. Well, he rolled that 4 last time, so he still fails, but he's going to take half of this because of his fire block. Roll for damage, and he's going to take half damage.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's 8 total. Like 8 after half, yes.
Alright, he is really not looking so good right now. And he should roll a concentration to see if he holds concentration on the blade. He still does. You are the biggest threat right now, Jaeger, but if he moves, he takes attack of opportunity with Taro. So what he's going to do instead is... Let's see. He's only got 1 chi left. Yeah, he's going to spend that chi to try to cast Inner Flame on himself and get back... He only gets back he gets back 5 points of health. But that's his last chi. He's then going to do... He's going to run between Taro and Jaeger. He's burning in the fire, but he's between the two of you guys, and you're both about 10 feet from him. He's going to use one of his charges to do Flame Spiral. So you just see him with his blade and the fire around. He kind of whips stuff around and uses the fire from Jaeger a little bit and creates this funnel of flaming energy between the two of you guys. Both of you have to make dexterity saves. He's going to upcharge this, actually. So he's using both of his charges. But I need Jaeger and Taro to make dexterity saves.
I got a crit fail, so...
Oof. I got an 18.
Alright, Jaeger, you pass. Taro, you fail. So that means he's going to do 3d6 against you, Taro, and half against you, Jaeger. So he does 9 damage to you, Taro, of fire as he whips this around him. And he's only going to do 5 damage to you, Jaeger. Jaeger needs to roll a concentration check, DC 10.
I got a 13.
A 13 that passes. So you move 10 feet. He's going to try to move 20 feet, meaning he's going to take attack of opportunity from you, Taro, as he tries to get out of this fire. So go ahead and roll to see if you can hit him, Taro.
15 plus 5, 20.
Dirty 20. That'll definitely hit him. Go ahead and roll for damage as he tries to get out of this fire and not take any more from it against you, from Jaeger.
1 plus 3, 4.
Okay. So he gets out of the fire. You do swing at him. It hurts him. but he gets out of the flamethrower. Now, Jaeger, there is nobody in your flamethrower. And he moved his full movement. Go ahead, Jaeger, it is your turn.
Okay, so probably gonna
nobody is in your fire anymore.
Flamethrower. Yeah, I'm gonna call off the flamethrower. And the Mr. Blade Dancer, he's right next to me, yeah?
No, you've got the Earthbender that was cracking at your back against your hammer. The Firebender Blade Dancer guy, he went the other direction. So he's like, he got out of your fire and he's not near you. You've got the Earthbender next to you.
Alright. So, I guess I'm gonna focus on that guy, and I'm gonna do fire bullets on him.
On the Earthbender?
Got a 17, 12, and a 7.
You're doing this on the Earthbender?
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna spend his last chi to do emergency armor. Gets +4 AC, so none of those hit him.
Oh, good. Alright then. That was rude. I'm gonna try.
And by the way, after that attack, the AC goes back to normal. By the way, so
okay.
So you're swinging at him with your scimitar. Go ahead and see if you hit.
With the axe.
Okay. All right.
And I rolled an 18.
That just hits him.
Oh. And that damage is going to be a 9.
9 damage. All right. He's still looking relatively good, but not feeling very happy.
Alrighty.
And that's the end of your turn?
Correct, yes.
Alright, so it's that Earthbender's turn. He's going to try to take cracks at you. His first attack is a nat 20, Jesus Christ. So he's actually going to get 2d10, so 6 plus 4. So he does 10 damage to you on his first attack, Jaeger, as he swings this hammer at you, cracks you at your side. And he got a 17. Oh, you're down. So he runs over to Kevin, does a 17 hit you, Kevin, as he tries to crack you with his hammer.
I'm throwing my ice shield, which adds 5 to my AC.
Yep, ice shield goes up. Is that a cantrip?
No, it costs.
Okay, so that
ice shield costs a
is a charge.
Mm-hmm. And this will be my second charge,
which means it's your last.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so he tries to crack you with the hammer, the ice shield goes up, and it just shatters in front of you. The next Firebender is down. Kevin, it is your turn.
Okay. So, how many are left?
Just the Earthbender and the Firebender, but the Firebender is starting to gain some distance.
Gotcha. Well, you can't just leave us alone. And
we're just trying to rough you up and get you out of town.
Well, the only thing you just did is making us mad. And I'm going to take my spear, and I'm going to strike him down. I'm going to use my spear with 2 hands.
Yeah. Do it up.
Okay. So, does a 18 hit?
18 hits, yeah.
Okay. 5 plus 1. That is 6 piercing damage.
Alright, he's still standing, but not looking too happy. He's on death's door.
I do not want to kill you, but if you don't leave, we might have to.
And you see the. Well, it's Taro's turn. Go ahead, Taro.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do Stone Hand, and can I when I do this, can I restrain the Earthbender?
Stone Hand is not a restraining move, but you can move them. I believe it's either 10 feet towards you or 10 feet away from you. But you have to make, since you're both medium creatures, contested strength rolls to see if he stands his ground.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so make your ranged bending attack to see if you'll hit. And which one are you trying to hit, the Firebender or the Earthbender?
I'm trying to move the Earthbender. 8 plus 5 is, can I do math? 13.
13 misses. You go to shoot the stone hand at him, and he just kind of like swats it away with his hammer.
Nice. Well, and then you said the Firebender was running away?
It looks like he's trying to, because he's like moving away from this battle.
Well, I guess I'll just like stand like near Kevin and or in front of Jaeger so that they don't try to like kill him or whatever, I guess.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And it's the Firebender's turn. He's going to try to bonus action fire bullets at you then, Taro. You got a 5 on the die on 1, and 11, which I'm sure won't hit with his stuff. So none of them hit, and he just shouts out, you got the rest of this, you got the rest of this. I'll tell the boss that... Yeah! And he just disengages and runs off. And the Earthbender goes, Coward! And as he runs off, you guys do notice on the back of his jacket is the same symbol that the limo driver wrote for you guys. The Earthbender... well, it's not his turn yet. Jaeger, go ahead and roll me a death save.
Okay. I got a 15.
That's a pass.
Okay.
Next up is the Earthbender, and he looks around and sees, although one of your guys is down, he's by himself, and he just drops the hammer on the ground. He's like, all right, I give, and he gets down on his knees. And he puts his hands up.
I'm going to kill Jaeger. I'm going to spend the chi point. Second to last one.
And I'm gonna talk to the guy and say, who do you work for?
We work for the lady. We work for the lady.
The lady. Care to explain?
And he just looks at you and he's like, you're gonna have to try to beat... And he clearly doesn't want to say anything, but he knows he's definitely... Huh?
I didn't do a good persuasion check, so never mind.
Yeah, well, that's good. The dice knew that I didn't ask for one, so...
You tell me who it is right now, mister, or else you're going to prison.
Don't do this. And he goes, don't talk like that, please. Oh god, that's terrible.
Mr. Obama.
Number 5 of Hawaii.
No, stop, guys.
So who's the widow lady? You make a girlfriend?
Dear Lord, no. Okay, fine. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just stop doing that voice, please. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just stop it. Just stop it, please.
I'm waiting.
Oh my lord. Okay. The lady is the head of the Bender's Revolt group. Okay.
Against the bending ban?
Yes. She brought out a message to my little group saying that they were hired, or we were paid to ruffle your feathers and get you guys out of town.
Well, I got a little message then. White Lotus aren't really trying to keep a bending ban, you know? We're trying to get a school here so that people can learn how to bend. That's our whole thing, you know?
We thought this...
We're not against the...
We thought the same thing.
We're not against the ban.
We thought the same thing. It was weird, but they hired us to do it. So the lady gave us the order to ruffle you guys up.
Well, you sure did ruffle us up, didn't you?
Jesus Christ, no, don't do this. Please. A tear comes down his face.
What do you mean?
Look, okay. You guys want to talk to the lady? You guys want to find the lady? You guys want to talk to the lady?
Of course I do.
Oh my god, just kill me. And he looks over to Kevin with these, like, crying eyes. This is disgusting. This is terrible.
Jaeger hears his cries of death.
We might have to take you to the
Okay. Look. You guys know where the old bending arena is, right?
DM history check?
I don't know, but I'm nodding.
Kevin, you would know. The old bending arena is in downtown, so it is in the Vine sector. You would know where it is. It'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha.
Like, you've probably taken field trips down there or something when you were a kid growing up. But he continues and he goes, just before you start to cross the bridge, there are these two buildings on your right side. One of them wasn't affected by the blast. The other one is almost destroyed. You head inside the one. You're an Earthbender. You can find where the entrance is to our hideout. You want to talk to the lady? She's there.
Can I roll insight to see if he's lying?
Sure, yeah. And as you're doing that, he goes and he says, one warning though, if you guys are trying to go down there, the White Lotus sashes, you might want to hide those or something. I don't know how the rest of the group is going to be because we were supposed to get you guys out of town, seeing you guys there. Yeah. What'd you get?
I got a 15.
He's telling the truth.
Cool.
Something about those voices just terrified him.
My secret weapon.
Okay. And while she's interrogating him, Kevin is healing Jaeger. Burning.
Jaeger's back
burning
up
his
now.
second to last cheat point. Doesn't he roll a medicine check? Okay.
You don't have to tell me what it is. Just like we don't need to stop the game for you to make your rolls. You already know what you need to roll. You need to roll your DC medicine to see if you got a 20, and then you need to roll your health. And so you know your character, you know your abilities, so you can roll that health stuff. But he looks at you, Taro, and he's like, and he goes, that's all I can give you guys. Just don't tell him I sent you there.
I walk up to him with my axe in hand and I look him dead in the eyes and I'm like, is he wearing the jacket? The Tim Burton jacket?
Yes.
I like where this is going. Hey.
What size jacket are you?
And he looks at his very Earthbender built body and he's like, large?
Give it to me.
What? No, this is my jacket.
I look him deeper in the eyes and I say,
please, mister, give me your jacket. I'm so cold.
Oh my lord, and he just... You've never seen someone take a jacket off faster in their life, and he just throws it at you. And he's like, there, fine, there, okay. But I'll tell you one thing, if you're wearing that, definitely hide that White Lotus sash, because there are no White Lotus in our group.
Good to know. I'll apologize to our driver.
The driver already gone.
Oh, did he leave?
Oh yeah, I'm here too.
Probably taking the dogs out when that happened, sorry.
Oh, the driver's still here.
Wait, is the
yeah, limo driver walks up. Hi, I'm here. Hello.
Hello there. I am driver.
I am Sir Driver.
Driver's my name. Driving's my game.
He owes you an apology then.
I was born to drive.
I was born.
He apologizes to the driver. He apologizes to the driver, and he's like, "All right, no, will you please just let me go? I got to go kick my friend's butt because him abandoning this fight was very pathetic of him."
Okay. Is the guy on the ground is dead or he just knocked out?
I want to steal his jacket.
He's knocked out.
I take the jacket.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, thievery.
Yes.
No, thievery, we just steal his coins too.
I'm stealing the coins too.
Taro.
All right, I want
Jake
you to
talking, not Jaeger.
I want you to roll me a D10.
Me?
Yes, you're searching him.
Okay, hold on. 1.
Do I need to roll one too?
All right, so there's no.
I got an 8.
No, just him. Or just Tara. So there's 20 yuans on them.
Woohoo! Don't mind if I do. I'm taking it.
And he goes, "Wow, you guys really didn't have to steal from the guy. I mean, he's already out, but..."
You want me to take your money too?
Alright. And he gets up and he's like, "Alright, I'm leaving. Goodbye. And he takes off. And he does say, "I warn you guys with you know what? Whatever, fine." And he leaves.
We sure got that guy.
We sure got his little buddy.
We got him so good.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meelo just kind of like clears his throat a little bit, and he says, "Wrong, Yaang. You didn't do anything wrong. That's not why they sent you away."
Then why did y'all send me away?
Being an airbender is more than moving air, especially for our family. For most of his life, Aang thought he would be the last. And he had children, and those children had children. And it was only really, Yaang, during my youth that the Air Nation saw a legitimate chance to rebuild. And I think a lot of the reason behind Janora's decision to send you away lies in the fact that for the first time, your generation in our family had a chance to be brought up in the culture that's defined who Aang was, that's drove our family's actions for so long.
As you finish that sentence, the cop that you were talking to, Carter, comes up and he goes, "Alright, buddy, I got the paperwork ready for you." And he hands you a slip that basically says, that you're allowed to take this guy. There's also a paper in there that says that you are in charge of him while he's in the city for the time being. He gestures over for the guard with the keys to open the door, and you guys are finally able to look at each other face to face beyond just the small window of eyes that you saw from Meelo, Yaang. They take off the clasps and everything that was on you, restraining you, and you are able to walk freely again.
What if I didn't want to leave?
Before I get into Meelo's response, Yaang, do you want to, if Meelo gestures or takes a step back to start leading out of the jail, do you want to talk and walk, or would Yaang just stay there? Are we having this conversation here even though you're free, or?
He's probably having the conversation there.
Okay.
Even if I am free.
Yeah, that's fine. Then Meelo definitely does take that step back to we can walk and talk, but noticing that Yaang doesn't move, he will probably step forward again. And he says, "To be honest, that was part of my concerns with everything. You were 8 at the time, and it was a decision that's all told the family at large made for you."
Did you make this decision for Yen as well?
Meelo slowly nods.
Where do I belong?
That's a good...
When he asks that, Vol pushes on your clothes again. He's like, he doesn't have the suit. I'm gonna hail a cab.
wait for you guys outside. I'm reading the room, and it's telling me that this is not my place. Nice to meet you,
go.
kid. Air boy. And he walks off.
Absolutely no charisma in that one.
Nope!
Yeah, Meelo focuses back in on Yaang and says, "Where do you belong?" I think that's a question a lot of people ask, and if they're lucky they find out the answer. But I can't rightly pretend to stand here and tell you where you belong, Yaang. I can only offer guidance if you want it. And I think he kind of like holds out a hand.
I barely get up and instead wrap my arms around Meelo's waist and just start crying.
Oh, yeah, he pulls you into a profoundly deep hug. And, like, I think that form of contact, he probably starts sobbing, too. Maybe not sobbing, but, tears go down his eyes. If anyone asks, it's definitely because it's dust. Mm-hmm. He's a big, strong man.
Absolutely. Walls up.
Yeah, but he's not gonna say or move or do anything. Like, you have this moment for as long as you need it.
Probably after a good few moments, when the tears have finally stopped running, something inside of Yaang clicks. And he has realized that he has spent his whole life doubting himself to the point he forgot who he was. And putting his selfish needs before everything else, and as such has put his party in jeopardy several times because of his self-absorbed to selfish actions. Would look up at Meelo and pleadingly, "I'm so sorry, I'm so lost."
Meelo gives the softest of smiles and says, "You don't have to apologize for being lost. I'll do everything possible to help you find your way. What say we get out of this jail and into some fresh air, huh?"
I get up and follow Meelo out.
You guys head on outside. A few of the cops kind of look at you questioningly. Meelo, you already know the drill. You just show them the slip. You just kind of like nonchalantly raise it to show them like, hey, I'm taking this kid. And any cop that would have given you trouble just backs off. As you're leaving,
his expression is
Carter,
very much like one of like, don't ask about this. Isn't the time to inquire.
Yeah, and Carter just gives you, that understanding and solemn nod as you're walking out. That friendly, this a debt repaid and a debt owed.
Yeah.
As you guys walk on out, you see Valahalaru is a small, like a 2-foot frog. So he's still trying to catch a cab. They just can't see him because of how dark it is and how small he is. So he keeps standing on his toes to go, oh, as one of them just drives by again. He's like, man, and he sees that you're out and he's like, do they just not like me or something? What's there not to like? And he just like gestures to his body.
Meelo does a little bit of an eye roll, but he kind of just points at his shoulders, like, "Oh, you can hail a cab. Just jump on my shoulders, so you're a bit taller."
All right, and he'll crawl up laboriously. He doesn't have to. He's just being a butt, but he eventually gets on your shoulder and just sits there, very like Jack and Dexter like, where he's just sitting on your shoulder. Jack and Daxter, I mean.
Yaang is thoroughly investigating this spirit frog thing.
Oh, yeah. You have not met the spirit frog thing. So I picture, like, we're standing at the curb. Meelo's back is to the curb, but maybe Val's, like, sitting on his shoulders facing the street, still trying to hail down a cab, while Meelo's looking at Yaang, who's looking at Val. And Meelo will do a more formal introduction, and just saying, yes, Yaang, I don't believe you've met my little buddy, Val. He has a very hard to pronounce name that I'm not even going to try, so I just call him Val.
I mean, it's so easy. It's Valhalla. I don't understand.
I never once got it right.
I bow respectfully. It's an honor to meet you, Valhalla.
Yeah, see, this kid gets it.
And he gestures for a high five.
High five.
Yeah, he can do it. Yaang, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
That means I gotta get my character sheet.
Come on, guys. Be ready when we do a game. Have your character sheets and have your dice ready, please.
Alright, 20 plus 2 is 22. Natural 20, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, that's pretty good. He doesn't get to really analyze you so much. But you suddenly flash into moments of your life. You don't really see too many of them, and they happen so quick you almost barely recognize what they are. You see the moment that you met Go. You see the moment that Go finally told you about the White Lotus and you joining into them, and you also see the moment when you were rejected for the third or fourth time in getting your arrows by the Airbender elders in the Southern Air Temple, and you suddenly flash back onto the street again as though nothing happened. And the frog just smiles at you.
Well, that was an interesting experience. Normally, I would have to be meditating to see those visions.
Well, and he just kind of leans against Meelo's head, he puts his left. I'm assuming he's on your right shoulder. He puts his left arm over Meelo's head and is just resting it on him and leans into it as he smiles at you and he's like,
"Oh, that's just what I do."
Yes, I probably should have mentioned before you launched up for a high five, but Val has a way of seeing through people, in a manner of speaking.
Well,
yes.
At this point, I'm pretty much an open book.
That doesn't seem like that to me.
Perhaps that's why you don't seem so shaken from the experience.
That's also true. And he kind of nods to what you said, Meelo.
Just hope my
and as this is
team
happening,
can forgive.
As Yaang says this, a cab finally comes, and Val, you've seen him very ecstatic before, Meelo, but he seems very proud of himself. He hops down off of you and confidently walks to the door, realizes that the door is locked, and kind of patiently waits for the cab to unlock it before confidently opening it again and crawling inside.
So my question is, if he's 2 feet tall, how did he reach the handle?
Toes.
Gangly arms.
Yep.
He's a frog.
Gangly tongue.
That's true, he could use his tongue. But he gestures his hand and is like, "Come on, come on!"
I am still just amazed by this little frog creature spirit thing, and I just get into the taxi.
Yeah, Meelo will get in last.
Okay, and you tell him that you're heading to Air Temple Island.
Wait.
Go ahead.
So Meelo gets in last, the door closes, and I think it's at this point that he realizes that Yaang's team said they would meet him at the prison. He's not really sure where they currently are.
I forgot about that.
So, like, he might, like, sit forward in the seat and go to say, you know, take us to, and then he pauses, and then he looks over at Yaang, and he says, your friends said they would meet me here, and I haven't seen them at all, and I don't know where they are in the city. I don't suppose you have any insights?
Where did you last leave them?
Air Temple Island.
And you see Vol just kind of like smiles, crosses his arms, and leans back in the chair.
Oh, says Meelo out loud as he looks to Val. And he says, you probably have some sort of inkling about where they are, wouldn't you?
He scratches, even though he doesn't have fingernails, he pretends to scratch his cheek, and he's like, I might have an idea or two.
I reach over and scratch his cheek.
It's very slimy.
I don't care.
And he goes, oh, thank you, yeah. Yeah, get under the chin, yeah, right there, oh, yeah.
I get under the chin.
And he starts like, he gets really into it for a moment and finally just starts like moving his hands up and starts trying to swat your hand away, and he's like, okay, that's enough. Alright, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Give me a second, guys, this whole time the cab driver's just looking back like, what? And the two of you see Vol close his eyes, and as he does this, the little antennae-like things that's over his eyes, kind of think like Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy, how she has the antennae. He's got those too, but he's got the two on the side like regular antennae, and then what look to be like they would be spikes. They're just the singular points, though, from the top of his head down to the base of his spine. And as he's sitting there, and he closes his eyes and he puts his hands together in a very sticky suction sound because he's a frog, the antennae on the top of his head begin to glow this bright orange. And he seems to be focusing for a brief moment until finally you see the antennae kind of like move around on their own independently, like chameleon eyes going in different directions, until finally they stop and then the light dims and he removes his hands from each other and he looks at you guys and he goes, oh, they are at the docks, not having a good time.
How so? And Meelo will lean forward and say to the driver, take us to the docks.
Yes, sir. And he speeds off, and you hear him mumble to himself, well, we were going to take you anyway, going to the temple, but yes, okay.
Meelo kicks the seat. Oh, sorry.
Oh, are you okay back there? Do you need
Yeah,
room?
no, I was just moving around. No, you're fine. Actually, if you could scoot forward a little bit, that would be good.
Sure. And he barely scoots over, like
a little bit more,
click.
please. A little bit more.
He scoots
I really
one
need
more
to stretch
click.
out these old legs. Meelo kicks
yes,
the
Captain.
seat.
Oh God! Okay, fine. And he scoots up like almost as close as he can get to the steering wheel. Is that enough space for you, sir?
It's actually too much space. Could you pull it back a click?
Yeah, he pulls it back one click. All right,
Okay.
all right, that's good. Almost gets in a car crash, swerves out of the way.
If you don't mind, I could use something to drink.
And he pushes a button and like a little drink thing comes out, a spigot. He's like, it's just water. I only have water. And he hands you like a thing of cups and like spills them on accident over the backseat and goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
It's okay. Just focus on not crashing. Pick up the cups. This guy's getting like no tip.
As you say that, he's
Say that
mumbling,
out
I hope
loud.
I better get a tip.
We'll see how I feel at the end of the night.
These rowdy airbenders.
What's a tip?
So, of the
That's
things
true.
that we're going to talk about during this car ride, Meelo will. Do tips not exist in this universe?
Yeah, you'll explain tips and like money.
In the Southern Air Temple.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll talk about I don't know how long this car ride's gonna take. If it's only like 5 minutes, we won't talk that much. But
It's roughly about a 10-minute ride because you guys have to go down the mountain into the next area.
Oh, okay.
The next sector, so to
Yeah.
speak. So you guys got time.
then I think that 10 minutes is probably mostly Meelo explaining what money and tips are. You see, their companies don't pay them enough on their own, so they rely on the kindness of strangers to give them more money for their services.
So why doesn't the company just pay them adequately enough not to depend on strangers?
Capitalistic greed. The most vile of enemies.
Meelo is revolutionizing Yang. But yeah, you guys
also. I would probably also ask Valhalla some questions about himself and stuff like that.
Oh, there's not much for me to tell. I'm a spirit. I don't know if you could tell. I tether onto people's spirits and their energies.
Where Valhalla was originally from.
Well, I'm a spirit, so
why he would choose the Air Temple Island to reside at.
okay, well that's an interesting story. So, I was walking around, minding my own business, when all of a sudden, I saw a plethora of spider flies killing around trying to find their next spot. And I followed them around, leaving the western portal into Republic City, and I saw this really nice looking tower, and I was like, that looks awesome, and I want to be there. I hopped on board of a ship, was able to transport my way over. This was before I realized I could fly as a spirit, of course, but you know. Eventually I get onto the island, and lost track of the spider flies when I find this guy here, and he kind of like pats Meelo on the shoulder, and he's like, and we just kind of got each other pretty quickly, and I just kind of hung out since.
So you like spider flies?
Oh, I love spider flies, and Republic City spider flies are the best. And you see he salivates a little bit.
I'll have to keep my eye out for some for you.
Yeah, they keep telling me that, but I don't know. That'll be great.
I keep telling Ira he's gonna get some tea, but I keep forgetting to give him tea.
Yeah, I saw a tinge of that. I didn't see much from you when we tethered.
I apologize. Would you like to read me more?
No, I can't. Once I do an initial tether, that's it. I'm connected to you spiritually, but I can't read any more memories. And he looks over at Meelo and he's like, he was about as hard to read as his mom was.
Runs in the family, at least his side of the family.
What's my mom like?
She is very... I guess a good word to say is independent. She's very much into the mission. You know, what she has planned and the things that she knows needs to happen. She's been after the Avatar
Stuck
for a
in her
number of
ways.
years. Yes, very stuck in her
Stuck
ways.
up sometimes. Thinks she knows it all,
Wow.
but truly it's Meelo that carries the team. But, you know, I keep saying that, no one listens, but that's fine.
Yeah.
What about
I mean, your brother's trying to help a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Trying to steal my thunder. He smiles.
And so does Vol.
what's my dad like?
Your dad surprisingly has the sweeter side. doesn't talk as much, isn't really all that into the searching for the Avatar as much as he is about trying to keep the air nomads and the airbenders together and all of this stuff. He's much more focused on small picture where she is big picture.
And I just look out the window the rest of the journey.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's much more if it was only a 10-minute ride.
Yeah. You guys get to the docks. And you guys see the limo driver is trying to repair his limo. Jaeger and Taro and Kevin, what do you imagine your group is doing right now? Because this would just be after you guys got all the information and the Earthbender thug took off.
Jaeger is definitely wanting to take a nap, but Kevin seems pretty tuckered out, so he's just supporting him right now. Leaning up against the limo.
I think Taro's sitting on the limo and, like, keeping watch to make sure no one tries to mess with them again.
Okay. The cab pulls up. You and Taro and Jaeger, you guys look over. I'm sure, like, at the ready to fight because you're not sure if it was a cop or something. But the cab pulls up. It
Pull
stops.
out my gun.
The door.
Oh, God.
Yes,
The door.
yes. Pull out the gun, Taro.
The door
Yes.
opens up and Vol just like hops out confidently and like stands on his 2 feet and looks up and sees the gun pointed right at him and he just freezes and he's like, "Oh, am I interrupting anything?"
Oh, you. And she puts the gun away and stops looking at him because she's still like, ugh, I don't want to deal with that anyways.
I get out of the taxi and I'm like, knock, knock.
Hey, he said the thing.
Is that Yaang?
Hey, guys.
You got busted out of prison!
It was an epic tale, let me tell you.
Oh. Was it?
And he like, you see Vol kind of like nudges on your clothes, Jaeger, to get your attention, and he's like, "It wasn't that epic."
Well,
It was like
Valhalla
on a scale-
here seems to disagree.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, it was maybe like a 4, maybe.
Yang, did you throw me under the bus again?
Why would I throw you under the bus?
Just making
Because
sure.
your morals. You
How
still
do
have
my
those?
morals? How do my morals base me throwing people under the bus?
I don't know, you don't seem all that convincing to these guys, so you might have to work on that.
I actually came to apologize to you guys for my actions and behaviors, but screw you guys.
Okay, you gotta leave again? That's fine. We've been
There we go,
fine,
that's
all three of
perfect.
us.
That's exactly
I've
how
only
to win
been
them
down
back.
twice.
Fine. Every time you guys do something, you end up getting captured, he ends up killing somebody, and Kevin is innocent.
I'll have you know I haven't killed someone in 5 days.
And mine's been
That's
longer.
true. I can vouch for that.
Meelo clears
You
his
know what,
throat
let me-
at this point. He's like,
Let me read the room. Let me read the room. I'm probably... Read the room, yes.
We're
And he
outside.
kind of like backs away.
There's no room.
It's a big room, that's all it is.
Well, you're the spirit, so you'd know better than we do, I guess.
That is right. And he, like, gives you that affirmative nod, like, extra hard, like, yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how you can sit here and be upset with me for having morals and being honest. How was I supposed to know that the Beilong officers were corrupt?
Isn't it common knowledge that many police people are corrupt if you have enough money? Isn't that?
I don't know, Taro. You tell me, since, you apparently live in the Southern Air Temple, where you're completely isolated from the rest of the world unless there's trade needed.
Shrug. She shrugged. She doesn't say shrug. She just shrugged.
Oh, it would have been more fun if you said shrug. As you shrugged.
Oh, okay.
That is true.
Shrug.
But I get it.
Thank you.
So, Meelo, you're sitting there. I take it you got out of the cab.
He
fairly
totally
sure.
walked up. And he was doing that thing where he's like standing to the side and he's watching as each new person talks and he's just following along with the conversation because he doesn't know what these people have been up to. And so Jaeger is just like, yeah, I killed a dude 5 days ago. And then they're talking about corruption and always getting captured. So he's just absorbing it all.
You see Vol leans up to you. He crawled on your shoulder and is like, "You won't believe the things these guys have been through in 4 days."
I'm getting that impression.
Yeah, they're a busy bunch.
Also, he says aloud, "What happened here? The car is wrecked. I'm assuming it looks like you guys have been in a fight because you got your shit bopped." So he's like, and he just gestures at Jaeger specifically, I guess.
Listen, I was just minding my own business.
That's what they all say.
We were all just minding our own business.
Vol speaks up and he's like, "Hey, that's my thing. I say that."
We did it first.
Uncle Meelo.
I've been saying that
I'm
for
older than all of you. What are you talking about? Look, I may have only come in season 2, but I've been alive far longer than all of you combined.
Oh yeah? Prove it.
Let me see it in writing.
Mr. Spirit, where's your birth certificate?
Oh my god.
Okay, listen. The DM can't give you guys that information. I'm sorry.
Taro's the greatest. Just putting it out there. Taro's great. Everybody knows Taro's great.
Yeah, I know. Bow down.
Actually, you know what? Okay, you know what, Miss Yamamoto?
Anyway.
You tell them what your birth certificate is, huh?
Anyway, legitimately, we were just minding our own business. We come out here because somebody flew off without us. We were planning on catching up with you at the police station, but turns out somebody beat up our limo driver and broke our car and probably said mean things about our parents and ran off. And as we were gonna get back on the boat to go borrow a bison, 3 guys came up and they tried to kill us.
And they had these symbols, and I show the jacket.
He looks at the symbol on the jacket as he says, "I'm surprised you didn't just take Yang's bison. Guess I just assumed you would, but whatever." Does Neil recognize the symbol?
You would recognize it to an extent. You know that this symbol and this little faction that related to it came up after the bending laws and regulations started to arise. Which Meelo's a pretty intelligent guy. He can tell, he can put 2 and 2 together. You have a safe assumption that it is correlated to the Bender restrictions in the city.
I see. And you said you were attacked by people wearing these jackets?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, glances over at the broken limo, then back at the 2 of you. Well, at least you made it out alive. Didn't go to jail. Didn't get captured.
Kill people.
I mean, it's probably best if we don't talk about this here. I think we should probably, skedoodle, as the kids say.
Hey,
I'd rather
Uncle
talk in
Meelo.
front of the military than the police.
Uncle Meelo.
Yes.
Can we crash at Air Temple Island tonight?
Dang, you and your friends always have a place wherever I'm staying, of course.
Pull out my air bison whistle and blow it.
Nothing happened.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Classic.
But there's a boat right there. Taro's really against flying.
Flying's so much more fun, and it's honestly cooler than boating, in my opinion.
But don't we, Taro?
Oh, Meelo.
Don't we have kind of a mission here with the teachers and the school and the what say you have it?
Yeah.
We do, right?
Yeah. But now there's this.
But now we have all this.
Wait,
Something
no,
I'm
wait,
sure
hold
isn't
on.
at
Wait.
all related.
I grab Jaeger's shoulders and I look at him in the eye and I'm like, we're minding our own business, right?
We're minding our own business, yes.
So we should go back to the masters and forget this, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at Kevin. He's so tired. He can't even talk right now.
And we definitely did
You
not
see, he's
steal their
conked.
jackets to do something, right?
Kevin is conked out in the backseat of the limo, snoring. Well, he doesn't snore, actually. He is peacefully conked out.
Kevin was trying to help fix the tire, but the limo driver accidentally hit him in the head with the tire iron.
It was really quite tragic.
Well, he
really
accidentally
sad.
hit him. Kevin purposefully pretended to get knocked out. That's what happened.
He just really
Just
wanted to
Despacito
take
play
a nap.
Country Roads.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Back at the ranch.
Back at Kevin's house, his dad's like, I wonder when I'll get a call from my son.
Don't make me do his voice.
No.
Oh, where is my boy Kevin?
I wonder where Kevin is. I hope he's safe in town. I told him to give me a call when he got here. I suppose he's not here yet.
I hope he hasn't come across any head injuries.
I hope he hasn't gotten into any trouble with the factions out here. Oh, what am I saying? Kevin is such a good boy and never does anything to get into trouble. Alright. We are super off track here.
We have derailed. We have severely derailed.
It took 3 sessions today, but we have definitely derailed.
We did pretty good until now.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
So what are you guys doing?
But yeah, I think Jaeger's in the mindset of going back to the senseis
Yeah,
to continue
probably.
on and minding our own business and continuing to do that.
So here's what Meelo would offer: is why don't you? Or he would suggest leaving him with like one of the jackets, giving him the rundown of what happens, so that he could like bring it up to proper like the local law enforcement, just to mention that this is going on, that this has happened, excluding your participation in it.
Oh yeah, there was no bending involved at all.
Yeah,
We used
absolutely
only our
not.
fists. Yeah.
Don't worry, Meelo has your
Carl
back.
has a gun.
Look, there's sand there. I can't sandbend. You can't sandbend.
Factual.
No one's a sandbender. Here
Impossible.
You go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You two can bounce back to where you need to go. If Yaang still wants, he can certainly go back with Meelo, at least for a night, so they can hang out and chit-chat and stuff a bit longer than 10 minutes. But that's entirely in Yang's court.
Yeah, Yang, where's your court?
well, I mean, technically, I'm supposed to be following you guys at this moment. So you.
Oh yeah, he's
Cooler.
in Milo's care, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh.
No? I mean, I don't know that.
Yeah,
Right
Meelo
now, you guys
will-
need my assistance, so I'm gonna do whatever the majority of the White Lotus wants. But
Well, remember,
I
Yang, you gave up your sash. Technically, you gave up your White Lotus calling at that point. So you're not part of the White Lotus anymore, but you are, like, basically Meelo is your like guardian right now in the city for the moment.
Oh yeah, that is true. Fudge, that's right.
Didn't,
Hello, son.
Kevin,
I am dad.
Didn't Kevin give Yang back his sash in the previous episode?
He gave him the fans. Kevin gave the sash back to Go, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Go didn't.
No,
I didn't remember. I had this.
I'm just so hungry and need a burrito right now.
Go gave it back to Kevin and said, "I feel like you should hold on to this and the hands in the event that you may run into Yaang before she did." You know.
Oh, I thought it was just the
fans. But at the same time, you can't denounce a group and then expect to put on their clothes and be like, "Hey, I'm back again," like nothing happened either.
Oh no!
Well, I mean, as long as Yaang minds his own business.
What I was gonna say, or what I was saying was, I don't mind staying with my family. However, it sounds like you guys need assistance, so if you wanted me to go with y'all, I will.
We're minding our business right now.
Eating size. And this is why I get annoyed. No, I walk away.
He's like, a good old night with this guy here, and he slaps Meelo on the back, and he's like, a good old night with this guy here is gonna loosen you right up. That came out wrong.
Oh god.
Spirit's about to get kicked.
I don't say that.
I'm gonna go back to the island now. And he turns into his spirit form and just flies back to the island.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The problem is that it's not a matter of me doing this, that, or like trying to lighten up. I tried to lighten up and they attacked me. Like, I tried to play a prank on somebody in Bay Long with me jumping off of Iroh, opening my glider, and I was gonna fly around, let the panic and freak out set in, it would have been a fun joke, right?
Listen, pulling a prank is fine, but when it's 50 stories in the air, that's when people are gonna be mad.
You would have been safe, Jaeger. You guys didn't need to attack me and knock my unconscious. I'm sorry, knock my butt unconscious.
I did not know I was going to knock your butt unconscious. Yeah, that's what I'm like confused. Like, are we considering that portion canon? Like, it wasn't like a real episode.
I mean, I was counting it as canon since I technically left. Because if
you did leave, yeah.
Yeah, and if we don't count that as canon, then I could just simply say that I never left the group in any way, shape, or form.
Technically, the only thing we need to count that as canon, like the only thing in that entire session, because this was an off-recording session, Chris, just to give you clarity on what's going on here. The only thing that needs to be canon in that whole session was that you left. Nothing else needs to even matter.
Yeah, I killed like 20
people. Yeah, because I was playing that session like it wasn't canon. So I'm gonna feel
the only part that really matters. Yeah, the only part that really is canon in that whole thing was the fact that you left. That was it.
Okay, then retcon them attacking me. Never mind.
Cool.
Okay,
was that your entire argument?
I swear, I noticed this coming from like 3 episodes ago. And I'm like, there's no way he's gonna think that's real. And he did.
Wow. And here we are.
We love you, Yaang. We love you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. According to my notes, I counted it as canon.
Listen, bud, it's up to you. If you wanna reconnect with your uncle, play some Twister with the Magic Frog, that's chill. You know where to find us.
Well, you don't, but we can call you.
Well, the frog will know where we're at.
And on top of that, you don't. How are you supposed to?
Jaeger doesn't know that yet. Jaeger just knows that he goes in the mind. Yeah.
I am asking the White Lotus members. If you need assistance, I will be more than glad to join you. I'm asking you now. If you need my assistance, let me know.
I don't have that authority. I don't think.
I mean, right now we're just gonna go back and go to bed, so I guess
Meelo
we'll call you in the morning?
clears his throat and says, Taro, I understand you're basically the leader of this group, so I think it's time for you to make a decision and to get your team in order.
Okay.
He
Leans
stares
in with
at
anticipation.
Oh!
Like he doesn't blink.
Like everybody is staring at you, Taro.
The mark of a good leader is making speedy decisions under the most extreme amounts of pressure.
I mean, rocks break under pressure.
Then be
No,
stronger than a rock.
stop! Jaeger! I don't want that. Justin, no.
Justin, no.
Okay. Me, Jaeger, and Kevin are gonna go back to the masters. We're gonna say, hey, Yang's in town. I will let you know in the morning. You go get some sleep and talk to your uncle and hang out with your Airbender people, because I'm sure you want to do that, or whatever. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin. Kevin wakes up.
Or saying that Kevin wakes up from the back of the limo with a very nice little nap.
Meelo will follow that up by saying, well, just remember that we have the spirit you're looking for, so you'll have to reach out to us one way or the other. Anyways, is that a bison in the sky I see?
I don't know what... Wait, do I
It's
know
a
what was
cloud.
in that letter? Oh, wait, yeah, I do.
Meelo,
Oh, it is a cloud.
you would know that the air temple boards up the bisons just to be safe. You don't want anybody going in and getting hurt by any bisons that you guys would have in the stables that you have on Air Temple Island, and that's why he hasn't shown up. It's just locked right now.
That would make sense.
Just to keep him
yes, I
safe.
guess we are taking a boat then. Well, if that's all, it sounds like the leader Taro has made her decision, so Yang, we should get on back.
Alright.
Wait, you guys have a phone? Needed
The cab driver the cab that Meelo, Val, and Yang came from is still sitting there. Is like, hey, I'm here. You guys need a ride?
Oh.
Did you leave a tip?
He stares at you without blinking.
Meelo leads Yang onto the boat.
Didn't even pay for the ride.
Wait a minute. This is a big tower.
He just assumes they'll take the cab.
Sir, you didn't even pay.
Oh, they'll cover it. Don't worry. Goodbye.
He looks to you three.
Okay.
Okay, in the cab. Let's go. Hop up.
Okay. I gotta check. Let's see.
Kevin, you're delusional. It's okay. Shh.
Kevin, it's okay.
Okay, I'm going back to my nap now.
Okay, night night.
Okay.
Alright, you guys get in the cab. Meelo and Yang head off onto the ship. And that is where we'll end that episode. So anybody have any plugs? I'll plug something. Our good boy Don, I'm gonna plug Hexgrid Heroes. Since we haven't done that recently. He does the monologue intro for Dicebenders, and we haven't plugged him. So there it is, Don. We love you. I hope you've been good. I hope you will continue to be good as you do. And I hope you heal from that hand injury that you had recently. Everybody's getting hand injuries. That's it for my plugs.
That's scary.
Yeah. So as we end, I will say the classes used today were Skeptic Frog's creation. The World of Avatar was created by Bright, published by Nickelodeon, and all credits for music and sounds will be found in the show notes. Subscribe for more shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Bye, Craig.
Give it a bop, bop, boop, bop, bop.